If you're a long-time subscriber of the channel, you know that MultiVAC have been following the Wyckoff theory, which I talked about religiously since last year. And now we are getting close to accumulation phase I've been talking about since last year. But before we break down the TAF MultiVAC, we have an ongoing giveaway, and you guys can still join this giveaway. The only thing, and I mean the only thing you have to do, is to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, join our Discord server, and click right over here. Then we will pick a random winner within 5 days. This giveaway is hosted by Proxima, so go and check these guys out. Welcome guys, welcome to Daily Crypto Trading. Since my last year of MultiVAC, things have not changed, but let's break it down again. We had the accumulation zone at 2020 where people accumulate in MultiVAC. Then we had the markup. In the markup, we had the reaccumulation. Then right over here, we had the distribution phase. Then we had a markdown. And within the markdown, we had the redistribution phase. And now we are getting close to accumulation area. Now the accumulation area, lo and behold, is on the previous support, previous candlestick right here. So look how beautiful this is falling out, all right? This previous candlestick, again, remember we are on the weekly chart. These candlesticks are weekly. So in the 2020, we had these candlesticks popping up, and we are using these previous candlestick as support area now, right? Now, if this fail, and I do believe it will fail if Bitcoin rallies down, again, probability no guarantee, we might see a last leg down before an accumulation area, right? And this is a strong support area. Now, if we drop down, we will have an ugly drop, all right? This is just a probability, no guarantee. We can go sideways from here, but we will around have a 65 drop. That is a possibility, even a 40, 50% or 60% drop. Again, this is only a probability, no guarantee, guys. But this will be my second support and my second buy area. But we can go sideways. I'm surprised that MultiVAC actually held the support right here while altcoins dropped down, altcoins dominance dropped down, Bitcoin price was surging down, because usually all of these altcoin is correlated. Also TA101, we can see the price action is going up while the volume is going down. Now usually this indicates there will be a high sell volume when this kind of things, when this price action happens, all right? Then we have a bearish divergence in the volume and the price action. This usually happens, again, a 65% probability this can happen. So again, we can go a further down or leg more down before we see this sweet accumulation area. So my stance on MultiVAC have not changed. Either we can be in accumulation area or we could have the last leg down. Hence, that's why I talked about the volume dropping and the price action going up. A bearish divergence, usually we see a last leg down. Now we could, again, like I said, just have accumulation area, just go sideways. This is also a possibility. Not a high possibility, the possibility is definitely there. Now to back this up, why I believe we might have a last leg down is we are not oversold yet. Now it doesn't necessarily mean we have to get in this area, but usually then we are overextended, all right, and they're over, so like elastic getting oversold. Then we have a higher price jump when the bull market is back. So we might, have the last leg down, and then we can stay under the oversold area for quite some while, all right? This is again a possibility, but I do believe that this is beautiful unfolding again, accumulation, reaccumulation, distribution, the redistribution, and the last final phase, which is the accumulation phase. Again, remember, this is in the weekly chart and can take weeks before this unfold. When or if we get this last leg down, that is where really all the hope is most likely going to die. And remember, guys, MultiVAC is a low cap gem, therefore is a higher risk asset, and especially when a recession is coming with a high inflation, the question is, will MultiVAC also survive? So let's also look at the fundamentals of things. On the fundamental stand, MultiVAC have not changed. Now there have been some red flags. I'm gonna not spread FUD. If you guys have been a long time subscriber to my channel, you know I'm very honest about every project whatsoever. But I was in a live AMA with the head of communication, which is Katie, and I was extremely disappointed with the live AMA, because normally with the live AMA you can ask questions to the one who is representing the company. She only explained what MultiVAC was from a manuscript, like a white paper, and she ended up saying no question. All right, so we couldn't ask questions, and she just explained what MultiVAC was, right? And she's the head of communication. For me, that was a big red flag, because I don't understand why we can't ask the tough question as a community, because we want to improve the project. We also, as investors, have the right to ask these questions. So for me, that was a big red flag. Second red flag I'm seeing at the moment is that the CEO, Sean, is not, writing or anything like that. And, it's all right to have a privacy, and you don't have to be active all the time. But when you have a $1 million project company, you have a responsibility to talk to your investors and tell them, be very transparent about it. And he's not showing any of that, any leadership whatsoever. The third red flag I'm seeing right now is there's no activity in GitHub. So MultiVAC is just, standing still. There's no activity whatsoever. I want this project to succeed. That is why I bought some, and most likely going to buy a bit more, a very small amount, because this is way too high risk for me. But I want this project to succeed. And if I want it to succeed, I also wanted to see activity in the GitHub. I want to see the CEO being active and the head of communication communicated with the investors and the community. So far, MultiVAC have not delivered any of that. And that is a big disappointment and red flags for me. And let me just be very, very clear. These are not FUD. I'm not spreading FUD. These are legit questions I have to ask, because if the building is on fire, I'm not going to say everything is fine, right? I don't want to have that narrative. Look, I'm an investor in MultiVAC. I want it to succeed, right? But I also need to be honest with you guys and honest with myself. If I see red flags, I will tell about the red flags. Now, other thing I look at, which is not only in MultiVAC, that is actually in every single project, that is, do they have enough capital, right? Treasury to keep them going, right? Pay themselves, pay the project, the employee, and so on. Will they have enough money in the bear market? Because in the bear market, as we know, if you've been following my channel, there's not much interest. I'm seeing on my own channel, the views is like falling 90% since the bull market started, and that's how it is. That's market psychology. But will they have enough money to keep them going? Time will tell, guys. Just remember, I am not a financial advisor. Always do your own due diligence, or you might get yourself wrecked. If we go back to the weekly chart and look at the 21, 30, 50 SMA, we can see we had the bearish crossover here when things went up to the moon, right? I believe this was 500%, 600%, something like that. And then we had the bearish cross here where we went down like 80, 90% also. Remember, you can still go back 60 or 90%. That is a possibility. But if you look at the 21 SMA, the 21 SMA is falling down. This is a good thing, guys. Usually that means, let me show you, that means the SMA will most likely go something like that, and this will change, right? And then the price action will try to test these areas, right, before it might go down, and the SMA later or sooner, they will even out, all right? Then the SMA will go something like that. This is a breaking point for our price action. That means the price action will keep testing these resistance areas to it break to the upside, all right? So we will keep an eye on the SMA, because these are important key indicators, but I cannot emphasize this enough. This is still a low cap gem. We need almost no money to move this market, all right? Few $1 million will move this market insanely, all right? Now, of course, there's a probability this just dies out if they have no capital left. There is also a possibility, so always have your risk management ready. Never go all in one asset. And since you are long-term subscriber of mine, I know for a fact that you didn't go all in one asset. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the TF MultiVAC, on the left corner, there'll be a recommended video to watch. So I recommend that you watch that video. And always, guys, see you in the Discord server.